Sneaker authentication is just a cruel, cruel joke. How many times have you guys been played by a sneaker authenticator thinking they know everything in the world when they actually know nothing, dog? Their tactics are played out. They don't evolve and update to the market as it changes. And honestly, at this point, we need Nike and the other sneaker companies to step in and do something about this broken authentication process. So look, here's the skinny. Reps have gotten better. The sneaker authenticators haven't caught up to the advancement of reps, and their tactics are getting played out. Because guess what? The people that make reps have caught on to how to legit check sneakers, and they know how to make sure every hole is filled. And they also make sure that the sneakers can pass every single legit check. The legit checkers don't buy reps. They know nothing about reps. They look at them as sin, and they don't want to get involved in the process of reps, and they don't really keep up with the process. You know what I mean? They have to keep themselves in check what happens on the other side of the coin, bro. It's like a good fighter knows what their opponent is doing at all times, bro. When I'm asleep, they're out there working, they're running, they're getting their training in, and guess what? If you're not always keeping up with your opponent and what they're doing, they're gonna eventually outsmart you and become a better person than you are. And that's what's happening to these authenticators. I think what they do has worked in the past, you know what I'm saying? Like 10, 20 years ago, the way they legit checking Air Force One might have worked back then, but nowadays the rep makers have caught on to how to make great quality products, and these people aren't keeping up with their work. And this isn't to say that reps are a bad thing. Do what you want with your money, but if I'm paying for authentication service that doesn't really keep up with the times, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with the person that knows how to make the best product for me at the end of the day for the cheapest amount of money. Reps have honestly gotten one-to-one. We're not in the days of going to the flea market and getting trash bootleg reps that look nothing like the real thing. The check is going to be right. The jump man's going to have all the right logos and the right fingers. He's not going to have a big BBL drizzy in the back, bro. He's actually going to know what's going on with the sneaker. And this is the problem and the solution nowadays. For a lot of people, this is great because resellers have killed the market. They made sneakers too expensive. On the other hand, on the other side of the coin, people that actually want to buy authentic sneakers, they go through apps like StockX, eBay, Go, etc. They're buying sneakers that may pass an authentication check. By the time they get to you, you may realize that they're fake because the authenticators aren't really keeping up with the times. They're not evolving. They're not changing their practice. They're stale. How many videos do you see on the internet of authenticators getting things wrong? People purposely get reps, present them to authenticators, and they pass them as legit, and then they find out they're reps. What does that do for the company? Nothing, bro. That destroys the trust in the community, because ultimately at the end of the day, sneaker resale is truly built upon trust. The trust between the consumer and the supplier, bro. If I can't trust you, there's nothing that's going to happen. There are no transactions that are going to happen. Hey, if I buy a fake, I can trust that's a fake, right? Because I know this person isn't trying to lie to me for profits. Because on most reselling apps, how much is a service? Like what, $10, $15 for an authentication fee plus shipping? It's like, dang, bro, I'm paying all this money for a service that isn't perfect, that isn't accurate, and I'm taking the L at the end of the day, bro. I might as well go to the source of all my problems and just pay for reps, you know what I'm saying? And this is a fault to the sneaker authenticators, dog. I think a lot of authenticators do mean well, and some of them are also in the business of, hey, let me just make this transactional, because either way, I'm getting my money, whether this thing is legit or fake, I'm getting a profit in my pocket, bro, because they take a piece of the pie, bro. Most reselling apps, they have a seller fee, they have an authentication fee, they have a shipping fee, they get a cut of everything, so it doesn't really matter to them what the end result is as long as they're able to fill their pockets. Like I said, it is just too often that we hear stories of fake sneakers getting passed on legit checking apps, or a lot of people end up buying sneakers that they thought were real, passing them on these apps, and then figuring out that they're fake. And no, I'm not talking to people that get sneakers as a quote-unquote gift and end up finding that they're fake. These are people that buy things from one app and they go to another, and they find out there's no congruency between the apps. Like, imagine if you bought something off StockX, try to resell it on Goat, and then figure out that same sticker you bought off StockX is fake because Goat wouldn't take it. Where is the consistency? It's not there. A lot of these companies don't really care, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you were trying to sell a sneaker and you figure out that it didn't pass on the apps and then get stuck in limbo, because that's what happens to a lot of these sneakers that get sold on these reselling apps that don't make it. A lot of people end up selling Jordan 1s, 4s, and they don't make it past StockX or eBay's authentication, and they never end up getting their product back. Like, dude, I know it's fake. I know it's not real, but geez, it's still mine. I paid money for it. Hell, for $500, it's real to me. And a lot of these AI apps that just be taking pictures of sneakers, you know, the ones ones where you can just take a picture of the bum and the shoe, take a picture of the side, and take a couple of pictures. Those things aren't really accurate as well from my experience. It's like, come on, dog. I gotta pay coins in order to legit check a sneaker. So I'm already having to support your pockets to figure out whether something's real or fake. In my honest opinion, sneaker legit checking should be a courtesy of every single reseller. Like at this point, it's like filling air in a tire at a car shop, bro. You guys should be more than eager to help me out because this is what keeps the community fresh. This is what builds trust in the community. Hell, if I can go to you and you're willing to do this service for me for free, I will be willing to support you in the business that you have. But a lot of people are honestly just trying to get a quick buck. Shout out to all the resellers and the legit checkers that actually do this stuff for free. They're able to help the community out. But most of y'all just want a quick coin. Or unless you're really selling the sneaker to me for profit, I have no care in the world to legit check your stuff because it's not helping me out at the end of the day. This is the problem with the community right now. We're all so selfish, which is human nature at the end of the day. We all want to do what's best for ourselves. The companies are going to do what's best for them and what's best for their pockets. You are also going to do the same. You want the best product for the cheapest price. So there's a really big divide between us right now. And I think this service of offering the free legit checks is going to help a lot. Also, the companies that make these sneakers need to step in and do something. I'm talking to Nike, New Balance, Adidas, Yeezy, Puma, you name it. All you guys need to play a role in the sneaker legit checking process. It's crazy how we have entered this new era of sneaker reselling, especially in this digital market, and these companies haven't really stepped in and offered some type of legit checking service. It's absolutely insane. Now, listen to this. Wouldn't it be better if there was some type of official certification from these companies verifying the legitimate status of a sneaker, or if they offer some type of license to authenticators allowing them to legit check sneakers? Imagine if you went to a sneaker legit checker and they were Nike certified. Wouldn't you trust them a little bit more because Nike made the sneaker? They know the flaws and the intricacies of the sneaker the best. Why haven't they stepped in? Please do not tell me that it's because Nike isn't able to actually legit check these new reps that are one-to-one. Please don't tell me that these reps come from the same factory. I'm not trying to hear that excuse, bro. These people need to actually take a hold on the current sneaker game because guess what? Nike, Adidas, Yeezy, all these other people, they're losing their customers to reps, and they realize that. That's why sneakers are so accessible nowadays. That's why they're pumping up the stock numbers. They're trying to stop the scalpers. They're trying to stop people from buying up all the sneakers and reselling them back to you because they realize that you guys have gotten tired of playing the same broken game. But in that same token too, Nike, you have to understand that a resale market is going to exist no matter how many sneakers you pump out into the market. So you guys have to take some type of heed and some type of control on what happens. What you can simply do is employ your own authenticators, right? Or even make your own tutorials on how to legit check sneakers, update them frequently, or maybe have some type of inventory system, a QR code system where you can check how many of a certain sneaker released and which number of sneaker this is, bro. You guys just need to be a little bit more transparent in how you do business because I get it. At the end of the day, you guys are trying to make money, but you also need to keep your consumers and your customers happy. I think it'd be a great idea to start relying on content creators and employing them with the power and the skills that are necessary to legit check sneakers. You can take people that are so big on social media. I'm not even talking about myself. There's so many other content creators with big platforms, big followings, who really are truly passionate about the process of collecting sneakers, and they can really tap into the community. If you were to Nike certify a lot of these content creators and a lot of these influencers, they would do this stuff no problem, no cake, bro. Give them a free pair of sneakers. Tell them, hey, you are now the expert on how this sneaker is made, how it's done, what you should know about it, and they would be more than happy to actually legit check sneakers and train other people on how to legit check sneakers. But this current process of like, hey, just somebody that really likes sneakers going around authenticating things, it's too much. It's too overwhelming, bro. Every brand needs their own team of authenticators in order to really rein in and control this market because right now, the guys who are doing it aren't perfect. They're failing, they're flawed, and they don't really have the knowledge that is necessary to keep this market afloat because this thing is bound to crash at some point. I'm telling you right now, many people are realizing that, hey, you know what? I don't have to spend so much money on sneakers. I don't need every sneaker. I don't need every single sneaker in the world, and that is a threat to your bottom pocket. So I highly suggest you guys wake up and swallow the red pill and do something very fast. But this is my current thoughts on sneaker authentication. It is a joke. StockX, GOAT, eBay. I mean, I'm really looking at StockX when I say this, but some of y'all just don't get it right all the time, bro. And it's scary. It hurts. But This is the problem with the culture, and hey, I'm here to free it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.